Hello, my name is Marcia Johnson and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Together with my grandnieces and nephew, Allie, Ashley, and Ryan, we are Marcia's Crafts. Today we will be making this Floral Essence card. We're using part of the Perennial Essence suite, which can be found on page 107 through 108 in the new catalog. We'll be using the stamp set and some of this beautiful ribbon. The bundle includes this stamp set and a punch, which punches out this flower here. We won't be using that today, but we'll be using several of the stamps. So let's get going. You'll need the Floral Essence stamp set and the rectangular stitched framelits. Seems like I use these almost every day lately, and we'll be using specifically this second to the smallest of these long skinny framelits. We'll be using a punch, not the one that goes with this bundle, but we'll be using the leaf punch. For ink, we'll be using Memento Tuxedo Black, Crushed Curry, and Calypso Coral. Bring in our pieces. We have a Blackberry Bliss base, some of that beautiful ribbon, some of the DSP that goes with this suite, Petal Pink, and we'll be stamping the envelope, the inside, and we have this piece of Whisper White for some additional stamping. First, I'm going to just go ahead and punch out the leaves. We need 3 of the Mossy Meadow leaves, so we just turn it upside down and punch. And we're going to need 2 vellum leaves. Okay, and first to stamp with photopolymer stamps, which these are, it's a good idea to use your Pierce mat, and I just cover mine with some paper so I don't make a mess. I'm going to bring in the smaller flower, and we're going to stamp that in Calypso Coral on the inside and on the envelope. So I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to stamp off once. I don't want it quite so dark. And then I'm going to stamp down here in the lower right hand corner. And then for my envelope, I'm going to stamp in the lower left hand corner and again stamp off and stamp. Okay, then I'm going to get the crushed curry and we're going to stamp the center in crushed curry and just try to kind of line it up there. There we go. And we'll lay these aside for a minute and do some more stamping with our Memento Tuxedo Black because we're going to use the blends to color the rest of these flowers. First, I'm going to go ahead and do the sentiment, and it says, "Wishing you a blissful future." As usual, when I'm using a cloth pad as opposed to our spongy pads, I not only tap it, but I kind of rub it or wiggle it a bit on the pad. It just seems to give me a better impression. So I'm just going to put this down here, and then I'm going to stamp 3 of the large flowers, the large outline stamp flower, and do the same thing, rub and pat, just to get a good impression. Do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that should do it for our stamping. And to cut out that sentiment, we'll take our little rectangular stitched die, put it down there, take it to the Big Shot or whatever cutting machine you have, and I already have one cut out, so we'll just put that with the rest of our little bits. And I'm gonna let this dry for just a few minutes, and while we're doing that, we'll just start putting our card together. We're gonna take the Blackberry Bliss card base and put the inside Whisper White piece inside. Okay, then we're going to take our Petal Pink layer and we're going to put our Designer Series paper on the front, about a 1/4 inch from the left hand side. I have to say that Blackberry Bliss and Petal Pink aren't 2 colors that I would normally think about putting together, but here they are and they look fabulous. Now we're going to take some of that beautiful ribbon and some tape, and I'm going to tape it along the edge here and about a 1/4 inch in from the edge of the DSP on the left hand side and get it straight. Now we can go ahead and put that layer down on the front. Some more glue. All right, I think we can go ahead and put our sentiment down. I'm going to put it at the bottom right. And again, just with glue. I guess you could probably pop it up, but I'm going to pop up the flowers. Okay, we'll set this aside and we'll bring in our flowers. We're going to color them with the blends. I have the light and dark Calypso Coral and the light and dark Petal Pink. And I'm going to do the first one mostly in, I'm going to start with a little bit of the Calypso Coral right around the center, just a little bit. This is the light Calypso Coral. Then I'm going to use the dark Petal Pink, blend that out. And then I'm going to finish up with the light Petal Pink and drawing everything out towards the ends. I think I just want a little bit more of that light flamingo, or Calypso Coral rather, in the middle. And then I'll blend it again. Okay, on the next one, I'm going to start with the dark Calypso Coral right at the inside. And I'm going to take the light Calypso Coral, draw that out towards the ends of the petals. And then take the dark Petal Pink and bring that out. Then just a little bit of the light Petal Pink at the very edges. Okay, and for our last flower, we're going to start again with the dark Calypso Coral, but we're going to take it out a little bit more. Okay, then we're going to blend that out with the light Calypso Coral. And finish it up with the dark Petal Pink. Okay, then we're going to cut out these 3 flowers. Unfortunately, there are no dies, but we'll fussy cut them, and it really doesn't take long there, and they're very forgiving, so they're easy to cut out. Okay, there we are. Then we're going to take a bone folder, and we're just going to bring back in our foam pad for just a minute. Actually, the foam part is better for this. And take a pokey tool or something and just kind of push down the middle a little bit. Okay, let's bring back in our card base. We're going to put a dimensional on the back of our flowers, right in the middle. Sorry, I live close to the fire department. You can probably hear the lovely sirens, but it's nice to know that they're close by in case I ever need them. Okay, and I'm going to put 1 flower up at the top, right about there, and 1 over a little bit to the right, right there, and the other one back towards the left, right about there. And we have these faceted gems, and probably you could use those fuzzy centers that come with the suite, but I don't have any, so I'm going with what I've got, which are the faceted gems, and I think they look nice. And then we're going to just tuck in the leaves, get a little bit of glue, 1 down here and 1 over here. And then we'll take the vellum leaves, I'm going to put 1 here and 1 down here. And that finishes our card. Bring the envelope in, and here's the other one. And if you would like to purchase any of these products, please do so at marciascrafts.stampinup.net. We would love your business. I hope you enjoyed this card. If you did, perhaps you could give us a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe to our channel. And hope you have a nice rest of your day, and hope to see you later in the week. Bye for now.